All right, hello, this is Jeff Scott from Jeff Teaches Programming. And if you have followed me, and I don't have many followers, but hey, I have loyal followers, you'll notice that I had one playlist, and that playlist was Jeff Teaches Programming Python. And if you go out there to that playlist, you'll notice that there are, I don't know, there's something like 83 videos in there. And in the first video, I explained what I was going to be doing. I didn't do all of it. I tried to teach people basic Python programming, and I think I did. There's a lot of things I didn't do, and there's some things I said I was going to do that I didn't do. But I decided, for lack of better words, to kind of go back to my roots. All right, and what I mean by that is I want to go back and teach things that I know. So what I have done in here is I've created a new playlist. It's in here someplace. But in this new playlist, I want to teach C# programming. And I think I'll probably end up doing a better job on that just because of the fact that that was one of the courses that I taught, or have taught for several years. What I'm going to do, just so you know, is I'm going to teach C# programming as though you have little to no programming experience at all. And I'm going to teach it, and I'm going to basically utilize two different applications that I've created. I created both of them in right now just as kind of web apps. So the first one is a BMI calculator. And if I go in there and I put in, for example, that I'm 72 pounds and in my dreams I weigh 200 pounds, and I click calculate BMI, it gives me my BMI status, and it says that I'm overweight. If I clear it, you'll notice that it clears those two out and it sends me back to the start. I've also written another one here that, as it says, this application allows you to input data for 4 different types of employees: hourly workers, piece workers, commission workers, and salaried workers. Based on the type of worker, it'll then calculate and display the gross pay for that employee. In hourly workers, gross pay is hours times rate, but if they work any overtime, which are hours greater than 40, they get that at time and a half. Piece worker gross pay is pieces made per hour times price per piece. Commission worker is their percentage times their sales, and the salaried is the gross pay. So you'll notice if I go over to hourly here, I put in 40, and I say that I make $25 an hour, it should come back and say that $1,000, which it does. And I can clear it. And let's try another one. Let's put in 50 and 20. Now that's not going to be 1,000 because 10 of their hours are at time and a half. So it should be 1,100, which it is. All right. If I go over to piece worker, it asks me for the number of pieces I make per hour. Let's say that I make 50. And let's say for each piece I get 25 cents. You can see I have put in here, both in the hourly, piece worker, commission, salaried, I put limits in there, and if you go beyond those limits, it won't figure it out for you. So this, $12.50, which is 50 times 0.25. All right, again, I can clear. If I go over to commission, notice it's 30% and sales up to $100,000. So let's say my commission rate is 0.2, 20%. And let's say that I had sales of $55,555. And I calculate my gross pay, it's $11,111. Again, I can clear. And finally, I have salaried. So let's just say your salary is $7,890. Calculate that, and there's your gross pay. And again, I can clear, and I can go back. I can go to any of these fields at any time. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to redo this one, and this one, and I'm going to redo those in C#. Now, I'm not going to jump right in and start writing C# and writing C# programs that are GUI like this, graphical user interface. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start with console applications. I'm going to start with something very, very basic and work my way up. Again, I'm supposing that at least some people who watch this or this set of videos will have little to no experience in programming. So that's where I am right now. That's where I want to be. And I'm going to save this video, which you can see now is about 5.5 minutes long. I'm going to save it over to my Jeff Teaches Programming Python, and then copy it over also to my Jeff Teaches Programming C#. And I'll be back to start showing you soon. Thanks.